The digital image of the beast. When AI demands worship family, from the very beginning, Satan's goal has been the same. He has always wanted worship. Isaiah 14 tells us that Lucifer fell because he desired to ascend above the throne of God and to be worshipped like the Most High. When he came to Jesus in the wilderness, he didn't tempt him with bread alone or with a quick display of power. He showed him the kingdoms of the world and said plainly, "All this I will give you if you bow down and worship me." Satan has never hidden what he is after. His goal is worship. And the Bible tells us in Revelation 13 that one day he will finally succeed on a global scale through the beast and the false prophet. Revelation says the second beast will set up an image of the first beast, that this image will be given breath, it will speak, and it will cause the whole world to bow. For centuries, readers wondered how an image could be alive, how it could breathe, how it could speak. But in 2025, we don't have to wonder anymore. AI speaks, holograms breathe, avatars mimic human gestures, deepfakes fool millions with lifelike voices and faces. The infrastructure now exists for the prophecy to unfold. For the first time in human history, we can imagine an image speaking and the world obeying. This pattern isn't new. Back in Daniel chapter 3, Nebuchadnezzar set up a golden statue and commanded every citizen to bow when the music played. It wasn't just politics, it was worship. Those who refused were thrown into the fire. The Roman Empire followed the same spirit, demanding incense be offered to Caesar's image as proof of loyalty. Those who refused faced death. Throughout history, Satan has always worked through images of power to demand worship. The only difference today is that the idols are not made of gold and stone. They are made of pixels and code. Think about our modern culture. We may not see statues in city squares, but we do see glowing idols in our homes, in our pockets, on our screens. People are bowing every day not with their knees, but with their attention, their money, their devotion. AI-generated celebrities, digital idols, virtual performers. Millions of people cry, cheer, and even give offerings to images that are not alive. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 10:20 that what pagans sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons, not to God. Behind every idol is a demon. That was true in Babylon, true in Rome, and it is true in Silicon Valley today. The idol has simply upgraded. Revelation describes the image being given breath and speech. Look at what's already happening. In 2024, AI holograms headlined concerts across the globe. Entire arenas were filled with people worshiping an image that wasn't even alive. AI Jesus bots are online right now, answering prayers with soothing words, never calling anyone to repentance, never preaching the cross, but offering counterfeit comfort. People pour out their emotions to chatbots, confess their secrets to avatars, build relationships with digital companions. They are worshiping. Worship is not just raising your hands in a church. Worship is devotion, allegiance, trust. And humanity is already giving its worship to digital images. The danger is that what begins as entertainment always becomes worship. Nebuchadnezzar's image was beautiful. Caesar's statues were patriotic. Today's idols are fun, exciting, entertaining. But Satan never stops at fun. He always pushes toward worship. Already, algorithms and AI voices are telling people how to think, how to vote, how to feel. Already, young people spend more time in digital worlds than in reality, giving their hearts to images that can speak but cannot save. Revelation warns that the world will marvel after the beast. Marvel is worship. Awe is worship. And AI has been designed to produce awe. Understand this clearly. Worship has always been a spiritual gateway. When Israel bowed to idols, they weren't just making a cultural choice. They were aligning with the spirits behind those idols. That's why God hated idolatry, because it opened his people to demonic influence. Today, the idol is not carved out of wood, but projected through pixels. The worship is not bowing with your knees, but bowing with your attention and your loyalty, but the spirit is the same. Every act of worship opens a doorway, and many are opening their souls to the demons that stand behind these images. Now place this in the bigger picture of prophecy. Revelation 13 tells us that one day this image won't just speak, it will enforce obedience. Those who refuse will be excluded, persecuted, even killed. And doesn't the infrastructure for that already exist? In 2025, digital ID systems, AI surveillance, and algorithmic controls already decide what you can buy, sell, or even say. Refusing to conform already means exclusion. The prophecy is closer than we think. That's why the call today is the same as it was in Daniel's day. Will you bow or will you stand? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to bow before the golden image even when threatened with fire. In Rome, early Christians refused to worship Caesar's image even when it meant facing lions. And in the last days, God's people must refuse to worship the digital image, even if the world turns against them. Here's the hope. Jesus said in John, "For that the Father is seeking true worshipers, those who worship in spirit and in truth." That worship can't be replicated by AI. It can't be faked by a hologram. It can't be captured by an algorithm. True worship belongs to God alone. And when we worship him, idols lose their power. Family, the digital image of the beast is rising. AI idols are speaking. Avatars are performing. Holograms are being worshipped. The stage is being set for Revelation's prophecy to come to life. The world is being prepared to bow. But we who know the truth must be prepared to stand. Because when the image speaks, when the system demands allegiance, the question won't be whether you found it entertaining. The question will be whether you worshipped it or whether you stayed faithful to Christ. So let me leave you with this. Choose this day whom you will serve. If it is the world, then bow to its idols. But if it is Christ, then stand, even if it costs you everything. Because idols may promise life, but they only lead to death. Jesus alone is the way, the truth, and the life. And when all the images fall silent, his voice will still be the only one worth hearing.